First announced July last year. At number 1 we have once again over here Finals, sitting on Steam through a free demo as a team-based co-op first-person shooter, totally free to play and being made by the same developers who are currently working on Arc Raiders. That's also an EA Veterans original game that's being made with the use of Unreal Engine 5. Anyway, Finals over here said to be coming to the next generation consoles only, in addition to PCs, and due out in about a few months.
And yet still we struggle with everything we have.
From roughly 1.5 years ago, technically when we first heard about it then, we've got over here, in case you're still unfamiliar with, a free-to-play third-person shooter by Nixon being built with the use of Unreal Engine 5, going by the name Warhaven. This is a 16 vs 16 co-op battle royale style, melee and shooter, set in some medieval style aesthetic with a global beta test available for it on PCs and the full game due out, possibly by the end of the year.
And the immortals turn to stone. But that's not how our story ends. We rise once more. And in the name of the immortals, we are brought back to fight anew. But why return to this carnage? Why doom ourselves to unceasing strife? Because the bones of this war will build a haven for all.
At number 3, well, let me just point out, in case you haven't heard this one yet, we've got over here a new developer in town called Velva Games, formed by some good old veterans, EA Games, and another part from Riot Games. The good news is we just came across their first ever project going by the name Everscore Heroes. What was described by the folks as a co-op PVE skill-based action MOBA that's set to be coming to PCs only possibly late 2023. Mentioned this one before, but still not to be confused with Sword of Valeria, the pixel art game. At number 4 we have over here just the word Valeria, published by Sony Interactive itself last year as a multiplayer third-person shooter, or what was previously considered the main game for the China Hero project. Anyway, this game is said to be coming out for PlayStation 4 and 5 and due out possibly by the end of the year. Coming up behind that, we've got from a few months ago by the fine developers New Verse, a game called Earth Revival. Guys, Earth Revival is a science fiction based open world survival multiplayer, but also a single player game that actually takes place on this destroyed version of Earth from the 2012, well, you know, the Nostradamus prophecy incident that was supposed to destroy Earth, which technically didn't happen, and this is how it really works. This game's said to be coming to PCs only, due out by the end of the year. From earlier in the year, with an insane amount of hype by Sega and the same team behind Alien Isolation games, we've got over here once again Hyenas. This is a multiplayer-based science fiction first-person shooter where you technically play the role of some sort of Robin Hood in the future. Here's a trailer. Game set to be coming to both generation of consoles and PCs by the end of the year.
I said stop playing with the merch and move.
Can't you see we're busy?
Yes, very busy, darling.
Let me tell you about the friends that invested all they had on a shady site that looked like a scam. It's a
Raw Fury, ever since last year, is actually developing a online PvP shooter and deck building game going by the name Friends vs. Friends. I'm not really sure if I've mentioned this one before, but we just got a new trailer for it and reconfirmation that the game is releasing for PCs and both generation of consoles in about 2 months from now. This is a card-based game and it's a first-person shooter and quite a bit inspired in style by Borderlands. Behavior Interactive just went on and released a new trailer on their newest game. Assuming I've mentioned this one before, they've been cooking for 2 years now a game called Media Maker. Well, this is by the same folks behind Dead by Daylight and what's described as a post-apocalyptic first-person building and raiding game, where every level in the game is just designed by players. Media Maker over here is available through a demo one, seems set to be coming out for PCs and other consoles as well, April 4.
Are you ready to be protectors?
For those of you who missed out on the alpha test just a little while ago, we've got over here Hype Squad, a somewhat pretty new action 60-player multiplayer battle royale shooter that partly works like Fortnite in close quarter combats, and this is just how it looks and what we've come across lately. This game's set to be coming to pieces in both generation of consoles mid to late this year. In case you missed out, here's a new trailer showcasing some more in-game footage.
My strength has no match!
At number 10, I believe I've mentioned this one only once. Off the grids, what we've got over here is coming in with the aim to slightly just shake up the battle royale genre with a premise of a 150-player surviving game. Off the Grid set to be coming to PCs, Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 only by the end of the year. As a reminder though, this game is a cyberpunk battle royale and a narrative in nature. Here's a trailer, just in case you missed it. Super People is sitting on Steam at the moment with really terrible reviews. For one reason, technically because of the hackers. The game's fine, it's manageable, just a little bit frustrating because of that, and it's actually coming to mobile devices in about a few months, we hear. Super People is a battle royale tactical shooter, just like Fortnite, but heavily focused on booties and just rewards instead of replay. Here's a trailer. Game set to be supporting crossplay with PCs as well. In case you have missed out on the announcement earlier this year, Decimated, what's described by Civil as a third-person survival RPG in the future, where you get to choose to play as a human or a cyborg, is now releasing in about a few months. Here's a trailer. Currently the game is in its pre-alpha and a multiplayer free-to-play demo on Steam, following an early access version on the way for the following month.
Successfully underway. We did, however, have some initial problems with the distribution of keys. If you are inconvenienced by this, we'd like to personally apologise and thank everybody for the incredible patience that they've shown.
From half a year ago, we've got over here a game called Renown. Renown's a multiplayer survival also, one that's set in a vast and ever-changing medieval world, where players begin their journey with just nothing, gathering resources, building a kingdom, and fighting to survive. At its core, this game's a first-person shooter, so kind of like Chivalry, with a strong emphasis on competitive skill-based stuff. Just take a look. It's set to be coming to PCs on Steam, either late 2023 or early 2024.
Have a crack at it. Being an early system, it's still rudimentary, but we hope this will help demonstrate our plans for the level of control that we want players to have when designing their clan colours in the future. The next area of development the art team has been itching to show off is our environment overhaul. Delta and KZ have spent many hours working with Unreal's photoscan Quixel assets to create brand new environments that we believe is leagues above our existing maps. Performance was the #1 priority when working with such high quality assets. With some extra help from the people at Epic themselves and countless hours from our own team, we are very happy with the outcome of environment optimization. It really goes to show what some hard work can accomplish. And work on this note will continue with optimizing the environment further and adding some extra biomes for the full survival mode.
What's happening, guys? I'm here on Earth that's about to explode soon.
And last but not least, from a little less than half a year ago, sitting on Steam ever since November last year, we've got over here Distera. Through early access, it's a multiplayer-only science fiction survival first-person shooter for the price of $15 and set to be coming out with a single-player campaign finally by the end of the year. This game is fairly good in graphics, some really good crafting systems. The weapons are good, they're quite nice. However, it is still really rough around the edges, so tread lightly with this one.
A bear? Wait, what? That was close. Don't be surprised, folks. That happens every day. But I can recover fast. Now, these military special forces will get me out of here. Okay, let's go. We have to hurry. Escape rockets won't wait for us. Wow! It's now or never. Oh my God! We've made it! We just have to board this escape rocket!
Wrong place, bro.
What the f- Distera,